markets. U.S. stocks taking their biggest tumble since August today as the Dow Jones Industrial Average closes below 12,000. Let's get right to Deborah Kostroun at the New York Stock Exchange with the details. Deborah.
Thanks a lot, Pimm. And we had 29 stocks in the Dow Jones Industrial Average lower. Only one was higher, and that was McDonald's. And actually, only 25 stocks in the S&P were higher on the day. And this was really kind of a pivotal day here for the market. We were down all day today. We saw even more selling right near the close. And, of course, the Dow below 12,000 for the first time since February 1st. And the S&P also closing below 1,300 and below a pivotal area. We're right at 1295, and that is a 50-day moving average in the S&P. So definitely an area that we're going to be watching as trading gets geared up for tomorrow. And traders also say that there are so many uncertainties that it's really hard to want to bid up the market right now. The big area of concern today came from several different areas. First-time claims for jobless benefits rose more than expected. Then we also heard that the trade deficit increased by 15% to over $46 billion in January, mainly because of a surge of imports. And of course, that led to more expensive oil. And then, of course, the slowdown in China's export growth. And all that had many people concerned that the economy may falter. And all of this really kind of made for today's down day, Pimm.
Now, Deborah, something that we have not seen in a while, crude oil was actually down along with equities today.
Yes, and, crude oil declining for a third day and lost even more ground on news after there were reports of gunfire by police in Saudi Arabia. And, of course, tomorrow is supposed to be the day of rage in Saudi Arabia. Many traders so focused on that country because it is the largest oil exporter in the world, and it is the largest economy in the Middle East. But our Bloomberg reporter in Saudi Arabia saying, it's a little bit different with Saudi Arabia because the government does give free education and they also give medical care. So the government is viewed very differently there than it is in the other countries where we've been seeing a lot more unrest, like Egypt, Libya, and Bahrain. But something, of course, that did give the market more jitters in today's session. Back to you in the studio, Pimm.
Thank you very much. Deborah Kostroun reporting from the New York Stock Exchange.